Hey everybody, it's Colin with Barker Barbecue. If you like what you see today, hit the subscribe button below. Tonight we're going to be cooking up some wings on our PK360. I'm going to show you how I do it, so let's get started. Alright, let's go through our cast of characters tonight. We're going to need some charcoal. We're going to be using this Fogo charcoal tonight to cook these wings. We're going to put them into our PK360 grill right here. I'm going to build a fire over here on the right side. I'm going to use these little guys right here for some fire starters, and everybody loves to play with a torch, so let's use a torch to light that fire. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this charcoal, we're going to dump the charcoal right in here into this side and start a fire. Let's do it. All right, so now over here, we have a nice charcoal bed. I'm gonna move this charcoal around a little bit, get it looking even. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these two fire starters. I'm gonna put one right down in here, and I'm gonna take the other one and I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna build up around the fire starters with the charcoal, and then I'm gonna light these guys. Let's see what we get. All right, looks like we got both of those guys lit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna let this sit here with the charcoal getting lit for about 15 minutes. And we're gonna get a nice little fire bed in there while we get our wings prepped. All right, let's get some wings prepped. So we need a pretty simple cast of characters tonight. We need some wings, those are back here, but first you need some sort of oil. I use whatever we got around. I do like a spray, it's a little cleaner. So we're gonna use some avocado oil tonight. Next, we need our dry rub. This is our Sweet Lou. It's our rub, and I'll talk about more of this in a minute. Next, though, we need our wings. And so here what we have is wings. They're already separated out into flats and drumettes. What we have here is the flat. This is the nice flat piece of the wing. Probably gonna be pretty familiar to most people. Here's the drumette, a little mini drumstick. And so we're going to be working with these today. These were already broken down. These are usually labeled as party wings. And so what I have here is wings I've taken out of their container. I have rinsed them under cold water, and I have dried them off. And I've let them sit for about half an hour. So they're going to get a little tacky on the surface, and that's going to really help us get some crisp wings at the end of today. So what we want to do is we want to get these sprayed down with a little oil, seasoned up. The first thing that we want to do is make sure our wings are presentation side down. So the presentation side is the side that we can see the most skin. Okay, that's the presentation side. We want that down first, so we want to season that second. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, take a little bit of our oil and just spray. Okay, all we're using that oil for is a binder. It's going to help us crisp a little bit, but it's also going to give us a binder to get this rub to stick. Next, we're going to take our Sweet Lou, and we're going to give a nice little dose of it here. When we did the Sweet Lou, we were going for something that was a little sweet, a little spicy. We got some granulated honey in here. It's the rub we actually made for wings, but man, we see people putting it on everything. So I'm going to do these wings up like this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these wings sit for a couple minutes. I'm going to let them sweat. We're going to let that rub start to look like it's getting kind of wet. I'm gonna go check the fire and see what we get. So here is kind of what that looks like. We're gonna let these wings sit like this for just a few minutes, and we'll come back and see what we get. Well, those wings are hanging out. Let's come over here and take a look at this fire real quick. This is looking awesome. As you can see, I've kind of built up the charcoal around those two fire starters that we used. The goal here is to get a really nice hot fire on this side of the grill. So our heat source is over here. Down on this side of the grill is where our wings are going to go. So we're going to cook these indirect. They're going to take 30, 45, 50 minutes to get a good cook. And there we go. You can tell our fire starters just went out. And that is going to just crackle away, get hot, and end up a really nice fire for us. So this fire needs, maybe another 10, 15 minutes to really get to where we want it. Oh, and there it goes again. So let's let this fire hang out and let's get back looking at the wings. All right, let's look at these wings. So we can see here, these wings are getting nice and kind of glistening. So we can get that focus in. They're looking kind of wet, not dry anymore. So I'm gonna flip all these, okay? And we're gonna get that presentation side, that skin side here. So we're gonna get that skin side facing up. What that's gonna do is it's gonna make sure that they look really nice. I don't know why that's important, but you know, when you post a lot of pictures on social media, I guess it's important. So one thing I'm doing is I'm working with a dirty hand and I'm working with a clean hand over here. Okay, so I'm gonna take my clean hand and I'm gonna give the back of these a spray with our oil. Okay, now I'm gonna come in here with the rub and I'm gonna give these guys a dusting. Then I'm gonna let them sit for another few minutes. And they're gonna be ready to hit the grill, to hit the PK. After I get these seasoned, we're gonna go take a look over at our fire and let's see how that's coming along. Our goal with this fire is that we're gonna have a nice, big, kind of circle of fire in there. We don't want any white smoke coming off that fire. We just want it to look pretty clean burning. I'll kind of talk about that in a minute as well. So these guys look seasoned up to me. I'm gonna let those sweat for a minute and then let's go look at our fire. Let's walk over here for a sec. Here's our fire. This is what we were looking for. We have that fire burning super hot in there. And so when we're shooting for a temperature over here, we're shooting for something pretty high. You know, I'm looking definitely over 350 degrees. So we're gonna hope we get to that with this fire. And let's let those wings hang out for a minute and then we're gonna throw those wings right onto this grate over here. And we're gonna leave that fire over there just like that. All right, so let's break down what we've done so far. We have started our fire. We have seasoned our wings. We're gonna be cooking indirect on the PK. And that's gonna allow us not to burn anything, get some really crispy good skin. So we're gonna get these wings on in just a second. They are looking awesome. I'm gonna set up the camera so we can get a killer view of that fire with those wings. Let's see what we get. All right, these wings have really sweated down nice. You can see that glistening. This rub really gives just an amazing color on these wings. They're gonna be exactly what you think of when you think of a hot wing. So let's get these on the grill now. Fire's burning nice and hot. Good view there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the drumettes with the meat side closest to the fire. And I'm doing that because that's gonna be the thickest bit of meat that we're cooking tonight. So those are gonna go closest to the fire. I'm gonna line them up because I like to make things look nice when they're on the barbecue. We got that presentation side up right now. We're gonna get these guys lined up on the grill. Right, those are looking absolutely fantastic. That fire is burning super hot. This Fogo charcoal burns so clean. Really great natural wood flavor, and those wings are looking absolutely fantastic. Let's close this lid up, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about air control. So, what we got here on the PK360, we got an air vent on the top right, we got an air vent on the top left, we got an air vent down here on the bottom right, we got an air vent down here on the bottom left. What we want to do is we want to force all of our air over to the left. So our fire's over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to close this top vent. Okay, so no heat can come out of right here. We're going to force all the heat over here to our left vent. Excuse my dirty hand, but I'm cooking in my backyard, so I guess I can do whatever I want to. What we're also going to do is we're going to close the bottom left vent. So we're just going to get all of our air from the right side, feed our fire on the right. And what that's going to do is it's going to force air up through here, force it over and up out the left side where those wings are. So we're going to let these go. What we're not going to do is we are not even going to look at these wings for about 20 minutes. And we're not gonna look at them because we want them to cook, okay? So we're gonna let them cook, we're gonna let them get some heat on them, we're gonna let them get some smoke on them, and we're gonna come back and check them. When we talk about a clean burning fire, what we're looking for is we are looking for a fire that has no billowing white smoke. We want kind of clear smoke. Some people call it blue smoke. I just don't really want to see anything coming out these vents right now. I'm not looking to get a really heavy smoke on these wings at all. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. What we have here, if we look out, there's nothing really coming out of there. If I put my hand over there, I can't even hold it on there. It's so hot. Okay, we're running about 300 degrees right now. It's gonna just get hotter over the next few minutes. But if I had some white billowing smoke here coming from my fuel source, that would not be what we would be hoping for here. So a nice clean fire like that is exactly what we're looking for. Let's check on them in about half an hour. All right, let's open these guys up and look and see what we got. Fire's burning strong. Wow, color on those really is fantastic. So these are going to be getting close. What we're going to do here is we're going to take a temperature reading. Let's see where we're going at right now. Thermopop, we're running at 169, 170. Great. So what we're seeing here is we know chicken is safe at 165. These guys are all going to be safe to eat, but they're not quite as crispy as what we would really want to end with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the grate that goes over here. I'm going to rearrange this charcoal a little bit, get it in a nice flat layer. I'm going to put the grate on, and then what we're going to do is we're going to move the chicken wings over, and we're going to get a little sear to end these, to get that skin bubbling, get a nice crispy wing. All right, so now what we got here, this fire, you can see that thing is burning super, super hot. So what I have here is I got a 2-zone fire. Got my hot zone over here, I got my cool zone over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start moving wings onto that hot fire. You're gonna hear a sizzle, and they're gonna start to sizzle like crazy. And what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try not to burn some wings. Okay, we're gonna kind of work in batches here. So you can see those are looking good. And it's not gonna take long, because remember, we're already at our desired internal temperature. All we're doing here is getting some crispy. So it's that fast, folks. It is that fast. So I'm gonna get these turned. Pull those on, look at that color we're starting to get on those wings. It's looking beautiful. And I'm gonna let it just... All right, so I'm gonna keep doing the rest of these. I got my 2-zone fire going. These guys in here are crisp. A couple of these got a little extra crispy. That's okay. That tastes good. I'm gonna move on to some of these flats now. They're gonna move over there. They're gonna go, like we said, just a couple, 30, 60 seconds max is what we're looking for on these wings. And I'm gonna just kind of move them all in, and then I'm gonna flip them all. Hopefully you got kind of a good view down there of what I'm doing. And I'm just getting color. I'm just getting crispy skin, getting some nice color on these. So this is a super fast turn that we're doing right here. All of our chicken is at a safe temperature. We got that with our thermopen done. And so I got 2 more wings hanging out over here that still need to get done, but those are crisping up beautifully. This fire is screaming hot. I might get a little bit of plastic on the wings, but you know what? That might be part of cooking in the backyard. So let's get these last 2 wings on there. And I'm going to show you what these look like when they're plated up. These are going to be done in about a minute, then it's time to eat. All right, so now we got the big question, right? What are we going to do? Are we going to eat these wings like they are? Are we going to eat them dry? Or are we going to sauce them? For me tonight, I'm looking to do this as simple as possible. So I'm not going to sauce them. We'll do another video with sauce. That gives me a reason to make another YouTube video. So let's do this. I've always wanted to eat on camera, I guess. So here, got a wing. It's looking killer. That's the perfect wing in my opinion. A little bit of sweet, little bit of spicy. Who doesn't want to watch a big guy with a beard eat a wing on YouTube? I know that's what you came for. So we got, here's how we do wings. Nice, perfect, crispy chicken wing in about 45 minutes. So let's do a little recap. What we did tonight, we rinsed the wings, we dried the wings, we let them sit out, get tacky for about half an hour. Then we got some oil on them, we got some seasoning on them, let them sweat a little bit, got them indirect on a grill for about 40 minutes. Then we seared them off on the hot side, got a nice crispy wing. There we go. Time to be done. Time to go eat some wings, most importantly. And hey, if you want more of this homegrown barbecue, want to see more of me barbecuing and grilling in my backyard, I got so much more to share with you all. Hit the subscribe button below. In the description, I'll post links to everything we used tonight, to the grill, to the thermometer, to the rub. Definitely, it's our rub, so buy it. I don't know. It's pretty good. Check us out. Thanks, guys. Subscribe below. Have a great one.